Never make important decisions in emotionally compromised states. YouTube does not push my videos, or pretty much anybody's, even if you're subscribed and hit the bell notification. You actually have to go to my channel manually yourself to find the videos and watch them. So if you like what you're seeing here, the information that I provide, the philosophical essays, the cerebral content, the book reviews, etc., you're going to have to manually go to my YouTube channel and find the videos. I post new videos every day, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the video essays in particular. Welcome to day 306, Until I'm a YouTube Millionaire. The reason I bring this up today is because I've had a fair amount of emotional sink the last week or so, and I think I know the reason why. Nevertheless, for that reason, my ability to make reasonable decisions has been compromised. So, for instance, when you're in these emotionally compromising states, you might find yourself spiraling mentally to the point where if you've got a channel on YouTube with 20,000 subscribers, you say, yeah, I'm going to delete it. Or where you're in the process of purchasing a house, and because of that emotionally compromised state, you suddenly say, no, I'm not going to buy it anymore, when you're 99% through the process. Or you're in a class and you are just about to start really sinking your teeth into the assignments that you're to do, but that emotional compromise makes you say, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. It's actually a Stoic philosophy, and just smart in general, to keep in mind that you should not be making important decisions while in those emotionally compromised states. It's simple logic. If we did that with everything, with all of our decisions in life, the amount of chaos and instability that would result from it would be inordinate and unendurable. It would make the chaos even worse. It's a positive feedback loop, in that it's chaos and you produce more chaos. A chaotic mind does not lend itself to balancing out. You have to forcibly put that effort in. And sometimes not so forcibly. Sometimes the best decision is just to wait until you are in a better state. I've been emotionally compromised because, one, I've had to reopen a scar from my past the last few weeks in an effort to get this thing called caregiver support through VA disability, and it's made me remember the things that I dealt with. It wasn't fun. It was not fun in any way, shape, or form, and it reminds me even more how, because I'm constantly so even-keeled about it, people don't realize the stuff that I've actually gone through. It's a similar mentality to, or a similar purpose to, having to really ham it on hard to get an assessor for, say, caregiver support or in-home supportive services or disability in general or SSDI. You have to ham it on hard. That's not the right term. I mean, ham it up hard in order to get them to see what actually happened to you. It's the same basic thing. Most people are not going to see it on a day-to-day basis because you do what you can to manage yourself and stabilize yourself. And that can actually act as a detriment to you, because that could be monetary compensation for the constant struggles with which you're dealing. I don't even realize anymore how big of a deal it is to me, for instance, to try to vacuum my room. And when I have my brother do it for me, and I'm finally thinking it through, I'm like, yeah, it hurts like hell. My feet constantly go numb, and it sucks. Or doing the same thing with my workout room downstairs, which, by the way, I have to sit down whenever I'm exercising because my legs cannot handle it for more than about a minute. It's when you really start to observe from a little bit of a more outside perspective that you remember exactly what it is that you're dealing with and how much more you could be doing and how much you miss the things that you used to be able to do. That, as well as the reminder, the physical reminder that I have on my wall, right there. See those medals? Of the fact that I used to be a distance runner. I used to run marathons and I was good. And now I can hardly walk. These things get you to remember just how much you've been muscling it the last 10, 15 years. And how few people have actually cared. Even your own family members. And it really hits you hard sometimes. Those triggers, those flashpoint memories, the things that really are the hallmarks of post-traumatic stress disorder. You have something or a handful of things that remind you of your past, and you just get into a state of pain. Trying to get people to believe, even when it's abundantly clear. And through their arrogance, they spit on you and say that your experiences are invalid, they didn't happen, or that there's no evidence at all that this stuff is real. Only makes it worse. When the objective reality of the efforts you put in prove that you're in the right, but they don't care because of their arrogance. Thinking of one person in particular, but that's all I'm going to say on that. This is not a matter of joking. It's not a game. It leads to real-world consequences. I have other family members who are going to pay dearly for these fake realities that other family members of mine are trying to foist upon them. Because apparently I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry, but I had to say something, guys. The main point of this is you don't make important decisions in emotionally compromised states. But you can talk about things. Talk out the emotion. This is kind of a cognitive behavioral therapy, these videos that I do. In order to change reality, you must first accept it as for what it is. And here we are. All right. I think I'll go more on this tomorrow, perhaps. But love y'all. Peace.